Hey guys, Fluidity here, and today I'm gonna teach you about maptag. What is maptag, what is its syntax, how to use it, and where to use it. So let's get cracking. Okay, so first let's see what the maptag is. The maptag is used to define an image map. Image map is an image with clickable areas. But what does the area mean? I'll show you. As you can see, I have an image with different rectangles drawn on it. You can see the rectangle boxes show the different area with different name like coffee, paper, phone, and more. By using a map tag, we can define different areas on an image. As you can see, this is a different area, this is a different area, phone is a different area, pen is a different area, and by using map tag, we can define different areas on an image. Okay, so let's take a look at the syntax. So the first thing you maybe must have noticed is probably the image tag, and I'm pretty sure image tag is no new to you. The src attribute, the alt attribute is just basic stuff. The main thing here is the use map. The use map attribute is used to we can say to tell the browser that the image is using this map. uh, I will explain you. So first let's move on to map tag. So as you can see the map tag here, right here, in map tag we have some area tag, we'll come at that later. So the map tag contains only one attribute, which is called as name attribute. Now whichever value you put in the name attribute, which means if you put here a value like apple, or we can say okay, banana. Okay, if we put value banana here, then we have to put the same value here, which is banana, because use map actually tells the image which map to use, because I'm pretty sure there won't be only one image with only one map. Okay, so inside the map tag we can see the area tag. Now this is the real gameplay. What do you call it? Player. Okay, this is the real player. So the area tag is pretty simple to understand. The first attribute is the shape attribute. Now the shape attribute contains three values. I mean, can have one of the three values. First value is rectangle. Rectangle value actually represents the boxes, like I have shown you in the first image which I have shown you, it had rectangle. And the second is circle. The circle contains like just as shown you before, the coffee, which is circular. So circle is used to trace the circular area. And the later comes on the third value, which is polygon. Now this is really important, because polygon is the actual thing we are going to use in nearly every map of an image. Now what is polygon? Polygon is a shape which is completely made of straight line segments, and without any curves, and that example are hexagon, pentagon, and all that. So the shape can hold either rectangle, circular, circle, or polygon. Now from the shape attribute is clear. Now let's go to chords. The chords, we can say it, call it as coordinates. So coordinates are actually the just a group of numbers which are like randomly generated. Actually, you don't need to worry about chords, because they are so complex to understand, yet we can do it easily with the help of website. So don't worry about chords here. An alt attribute, it's completely optional to use. An href attribute, it is optional to use too. I mean, if you need to do some work with JavaScript, then you can remove the href and add something else, or just id or class, like that. So that's the basic syntax of the map tag. Okay, so now let's see what things can we do with map tag. It is used to make a map of an image. This map holds different areas which are clickable, and we can click them individually, which means when we click on the specific area, it causes some functions to run, which can only be run when we click on that area, nowhere else than that. We can use href attribute to make it connect to a link or to an web page or file. Okay, so just like I told you before, that href attribute is completely optional. If you want to add it. If you don't want, you don't need to add it. You can use JavaScript on it. But let's see how does this math thing works. Okay, so as you can see, I have the image which I showed you previously. By the way, this image, I have taken this image from Pixabay. You can get free, royalty free images from there, so go check it out. Link in the description probably. Okay, so let me explain you how this works. So let's consider it as a web page. Consider it as a web page and consider this image a mapped image. We have defined the areas of paper, phone, coffee, pen, sticky note. So whenever I click on this paper, let's say some functions will run. By the way, this is just a sample image, so no function will run, of course. So this is just to show you guys. So few functions will run, like it will link, it will take you to a new web page if you are href link, or you can even add something like javascript to it. And we can, if we click on phone, few functions will run, like if it will take you to phones on Amazon or something, so you can add it on your own. But if you click here, let's say if you click out of the area which are not mapped, as you can see, no function will run. But again, let me remind you that this is just a sample. It is not working because this is just an image in wait, let me just show you. As you can see, this is just an image, nothing new with that. So that's how the map tag works. We define an area and make a few functions which can only be run when you click on that area. So maybe you can, I think you can understand me. Now let's move to how to make or how to create an image map. Okay, so now let's see how to create a map of an image. We can use website like imagemap.net, and in today's video I'm going to use the same website, so you won't find it difficult to make a map. And we can even use photo editing software like GIMP. Tutorial for making map in GIMP, how to make an HTML image map in GIMP. By the way, I have provided the PDF of this, all the slides in description, so you can just click on the link by downloading the PDF down below. Okay, so you can even use photo editing software like GIMP, and as I told you before, you can watch the tutorial to find how to make an image map. But this is not sponsored. Okay, so I think you have understood everything. Now I'm gonna tell you a really important thing, and keep it in mind. Now, what I'm going to tell you, please keep it in mind and do not forget whenever you are making a map of an image. Never use HTML or CSS to adjust the size of the image when using a map on it. It can cause the map provider to not function properly. Either use Photoshop or any other software to decrease or increase the size of the image, or keep the image as it is. Remember, do this step before you start to make a map of the image. In the sense, whenever you are making a map of an image, make sure that the size of the image you have taken should be accurate and should not be changed using HTML or CSS. If you do so, the map will get messed up, and the actual areas won't be identified, and you won't get your satisfying map. So never use HTML or CSS. Either you can use Photoshop or any other software to decrease or increase the size of the image, or you keep the image as it is. And remember, decreasing and increase or adjusting the size of the image should be done before making the map of it, not after making the map of it. So keep it in mind. And by the way, in today's video we are going to use Photoshop to decrease, or we can say adjust the size of the image, so it will be easy for you to understand. And I'm pretty sure you probably have Photoshop, and if you don't, you can use websites, online editors, photo editors, which we can find online, like Pixlr. I don't know what do you call it. So you can use it to make the image small or big. Okay, so now that we're done with the explanation, let's get started with the tutorial. So as you can see, this is our project file, name project file. I have provided everything in description. You can go and download it. So the first thing you must have noticed is probably the index.html. It's the main HTML file. Then the style.css, we are going to use a little bit of CSS to add some style to it. And the main thing here is the image.jpg. Now the today's image is gonna be, wait a second, Yeah, so we are gonna make something like when I click on this finger, it will take you to Google and tell you what finger is it. Like this is the little finger, this is the ring finger, this is the middle finger, this is the index finger, and this is the thumb. So that's how it works. So we are gonna make it today. So let's begin. Okay, so I have the same image open in Photoshop as you can see. So the first thing you got to do is go for save for web in the file menu. As you can see, we got the image a little bit smaller, or we can say a little bit zoomed in. So it is gonna show us the image how the image will look in a browser. So down here click on preview. You can choose any browser down here. As you can see, we have the image generated by Photoshop itself. As you can see, you can change the browser, or you can use Internet Explorer or any other browser. So as you can see, I have the image, but it's too big, we cannot see the whole image. So the first thing you got to do is go on to Photoshop, and here as you can see the width and height, you don't need to mess up with the height, only you can change the width. So you can change this to like 200 pixel. Wait a minute, yep, click on preview. As you can see, we got the 200 pixel image, but it's too small for me, so I am gonna increase it to nearly 600. Okay, that's perfect. A little bit of 30 pixel. Okay, it's completely perfect now. So I got the image. Now I'm gonna click on the Photoshop. In Photoshop I'm gonna click on save. Now here we have got the image here, the name of the image. Now I'm gonna go into desktop, and here on project file, image.gif, and save. Now that we have saved the image, let me just show you. As you can see, I got the image.gif. As you can see, much smaller than the last time. Okay, now that we have got the image perfectly adjusted, so now we can go on Chrome and search for image map.net. As you can see, I have opened the website. It's little bit zoomed in. Wait a minute, let me show you. So we got to select the image from my PC. So I'm gonna go on desktop, on project file, and here is the image.gif. As you can see, now that now we are gonna do one thing, because this is not professional website, we are gonna zoom it in a little bit so that we can see it more clearly. As you can see, I'll zoom it in a little bit more. Okay, so we have got the image. Now down here yeah, there is an activate, you don't need to do anything here. Now the shape, now just like I explained you before, we can use either rectangle, circle, or polygon, but today I'm gonna use polygon here. So the first thing, the link, and here is the href. You can add any href link here, like I'm gonna go on. First I'm gonna select the pinky finger or little finger. As you can see, now I'm gonna copy this whole thing and paste it right here. Okay, if you want to put title, you can put title like little finger. Okay, now target, you gotta put blank. So now we are gonna do, the thing is that we are gonna click on the image anywhere, like here. And now probably you have used Photoshop, and if you don't, if you haven't, then let me explain you how this works. So what we have to do is slowly click on all the edges of the image, of the area which you want to select. As you can see, I'm selecting all the edges of the image. No need, there's no need for it to be perfect, because it's kind of too time consuming. As you can see, I am selecting all the edges of the image. here you go. We have selected the pinky finger and it has the this area now, little finger area. So now we are gonna add a ring finger area here. So we are gonna click on activate, and yeah, the activate means right now what we are which map we are making. If we click on the previous, which is little finger, which means we can adjust it now. If we click on activate on the next area, we cannot mess it up. So it's gets easy for us to use it. Now I'm gonna choose polygon here too. Okay, now I almost forgot to tell you that if you have messed up a little bit, like you went like here, so you can reshape it using your mouse. Just hold the point which you have messed up and bring it in right position, and hooray, you are done. So that we have selected all the fingers: little finger, ring finger, middle finger, index finger, and thumb. Now we are gonna go for show me the code. As you can see, you have the code right here. So for the thing we got to do is copy this whole thing. You don't need to copy the top because it's the comment. You can make it yourself. The only thing you got to copy is the whole thing. As you go, wait a minute, as you can see, let me just show. As you can see, these are the coordinates. Wait a minute, as you can see, these are the coordinates: 16343 143. Now we cannot guess the coordinates by ourselves, so that's the reason why I told you that it's really complex to understand. So we gotta copy this. Okay, now that we have copied it, we are gonna open this file in VS Code. You can use any text editor like Vim or Atom or anything you want. Okay, so now that I am in VS Code, we can make the index.html. So let me just put the basic syntax here. I'm gonna keep the title as document, and I'm gonna paste it right here. Control V. Yep, as you can see, this is the whole code now. Okay, so I think the map is now running and it's working properly. Let's go and click on go live. As you can see, we have got the image here. Now let me just show you how this works. As you can see, I have got the little finger here, I have got the ring finger here, I have got the middle finger here, I have got the index finger here, and I have got the thumb here. So I'm gonna click on index for little finger. As you can see, a site is loading. Sorry for my slow internet. As you can see, pinky finger, click on ring finger. As you can see, we are on ring finger search result. Click on middle finger. As you can see, we have got the middle finger. Click on index finger. As you can see, we have got the index finger. Click on thumb. As you can see, we have got the thumb here. So this is how it works. But if you notice, if you look closely, you can see that when I click on anything, it is leaving an outline here, and I don't want it. So we can remove it using CSS, basic CSS. So we are gonna go on style.css, but first let's just link our CSS file here. Link CSS style.css. I already kept the name default name, as you can see, and this is what I wanted to tell you when I was telling you that when we are going to use map, we are going to use the name of the map here. As you can see, the name of the map and this wait a minute, I actually messed it up a little bit. Okay, as you can see, the name of the map and use map is nearly the same. They are using just the hashtag here. I don't know why did they do that, but you don't need to use it. So we are in style.css now. Now we are gonna do is select the area tag. Let me just show you the area tag. As you can see, we have the area tag here. So select the area tag, go and click on this curly brackets. So here you got to type outline none. As you can see, we have type outline none. Now as you can see, if you click on this, it does not leave an outline of the map, which is really great, and it makes the map feel professional and not feel anything like dumb. And if you have noticed that the image is slightly bigger than what we thought. As you can see, we have got the scroll bar here, so we can remove it using body. Wait a minute, you can use body, curly brackets, overflow, and here. I'm pretty sure you know this all stuff of CSS. As you can see, we have removed the scroll bar here. So as you can see, we have made the map of the image, and what I wanted to tell you is that HTML and CSS, like I mentioned before, we cannot use it to add this size of the image. Let me just show you why did I say that. Let's say I'm gonna mess with the width like 120%. As you can see, sorry, I'm just typing with only one hand. I have one microphone on my other hand, so it's just getting messed up. As you can see, we have got the image enlarged here using CSS. So as you can see, the image is enlarged, and if you click here, as you can see, the map isn't working. But if you click right randomly, as you have mapped the image, like here, as you can see, here is the ring finger. It's just the blank space, which means the map is not gonna get enlarged. It's gonna stay the same size. The image is gonna be enlarged, so you cannot use HTML CSS to adjust the size of the image. That's the reason I told you that use Photoshop or any other tool to do it, and do it before making map of the image. As you can see, we have made the map of the image after adjusting the size of it. So that's how you make it. So wait a minute, let me just make it at its normal width. As you can see, index finger, middle finger, and everything is working properly. Okay, so now let's see where can you use the map tag. In your fashion e-commerce website, take a picture of full portrait outfit, make some part like shirt, pant, watch, etc. clickable, add the product link to each part, like add shirts link to the shirt area. Okay, so we can use it in fashion e-commerce website, like just take an image and make the map out of it, like make a map of the area of the shirt. As you can see, there is a shirt, and whenever someone clicks on it, it will redirect him or her to a web page which has shirts in it, or we can say the similar matching shirt in it, or the shoes right here. As you can see, if someone clicks on the shoes, it's gonna take on Amazon, and which shoes do you want, like something like that. So we can use it in fashion e-commerce website just to make it look a little fancy. And in education website, this is really important. If you want to make educational website, you can really use this. You can make something educational, like take a world map, make an area of the 7 continent, click continent, and using JavaScript make it like when you click on any continent, it will show the name of it. Like if I click on the this continent, or we can say on Australia, it is gonna redirect me to Google search of Australia. If I click on Asia, it's gonna redirect me to Asia. If you're gonna click on Europe, it's gonna redirect me to Europe. So that's how it works. So you can even use an educational website, or you can even use in HTML games. So this is not an example of HTML games, it's just a picture, but you can use it in HTML games. So you can use map tag like in all these three or more than that. And also you can visit the description. I have provided a link of the PDF and all the files in the description. You can click on it and get it. And thanks for watching.